can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The dangerous Hill now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's all you got?
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Younghoe Koo.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. 20, 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete to
Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The tackle by Brian Burns.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action, Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
Falcons 14, Panthers 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Carolina.
Bridgewater now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bridgewater now from the 50. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, check. Watch the twins. Kill.
Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it's third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Ryan will throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Mike's 50. Check.
Ryan. He completes it to Nelson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 16, Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now
the Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
by the Panthers.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
57's next. Mike 57. Let's put him on the buses.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage by
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And a Panther first down.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The 20.
You know they pay me
10,
extra for this.
5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Gibson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Third down.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Bring it!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is Gibson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another. Pick. Now fourth down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 40.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J.